the entire family has the flu, and they're like just passed out and shitting, and they can't do anything. And it's like, what do you do?
It's you just try to survive.
Um,
Again, we made the choice. I love those TikToks though, where it's like the sad Star Wars music and like the dad like looking out at the backyard. It's like thinking about how I can't do the things I want to do because of the choice I've made, and then it's like their kids walk into frame, and the caption is like the choice.
I hate kids. Am I right, everybody? Hello, Twitch. So good to see you. Hey, K Warwick. How are ya? How are ya? Oh shit! I forgot to set up the other thing.
Oh,
we do that now.
I gotta open up my Twitch chat. I can't chat with anyone.
yeah.
Lucky them.
Okay, Pat.
Wow. Damn.
That's
Damn.
so mean.
Pat, this is
I need a bell to ring. Like, got him.
Pat. This is a Christian server.
Oh no, I should leave.
I want to scream. There is no grass by this window, by the way. I
You
don't
gotta
know
get
why
those
they keep coming over
rocks.
here.
Yeah, you gotta mow the gravel. You didn't know
There's
that.
nothing here, and they keep coming like right up onto it.
They gotta
Gosh,
get
if
it.
you don't edge the gravel, it gets all like weird and
That's
like
so
sloppy looking.
Stop
You gotta-
edging
I'm about to
things.
edge the
Pat.
guy.
Why are you
outside.
edging everything? Fuck.
Yeah, I'm about to edge this dude outside, then see how he likes it.
Oh yeah.
Hello. We've it's been a while. It's been 2 weeks, right, since we've strummed. We had a few sicknesses, a few vacations, things like that. Unfortunately, Jennifer is also sick, so she is taking the week off as well. But Susie is going to be making sure that doesn't harm your chances to not die
Yeah.
inside of what I like to call the Sunblight Fortress.
Count on me, the most organized person here.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, and I'm
Oh.
sure it's not going to be confusing when you have like 12 NPCs with you, which I don't know how we're going to handle, but you know, that's a question
Tim,
for
you
later.
do the NPCs.
Thank you so much, the Demon Pilates, for your subscription. I'll wait till I'm on the screen. I don't think I'm on the screen yet.
No, man.
Yeah, you're not on the screen yet. Yeah, what's up, what flex?
All right, I'll leave you big
Yes.
as you do it.
Yeah, big
Am
Pat.
I on?
Yeah.
Am I there? Thank you, Demon Pilates.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah.
We
hell
gotta
yeah.
get smaller shirts for Pat.
Yes.
I'm gonna order some right now, actually.
Kirkland mesh shirt.
Children's medium.
Extra
Oh, God.
Oh, so I did a photo shoot for one of my pals who is a very large slab of man, and I bought a youth small button down and distressed it, and he had to like walk around downtown Panama City with like no shirt on, low-rise jeans, and this like very distressed youth small shirt. It was very
That's
funny.
sick.
Those pictures look really good though.
That description was even better with the soundtrack. The
Oh, should we?
Oh yeah. Sure. 3, 2, 1, click. We don't have to be perfect.
Oh.
Interesting, spooky music.
I love it.
We're playing this soundtrack by MAB Music TTRPG. I think we're completely allowed to use it. We just have to say thank you every now and again.
If we get sued, it's Tim's fault, so.
Mhm.
Line 1 in the description. Do not use this.
It's like, as long as I don't re-upload it, but you are allowed to use music in the background music in your video. I don't need to read anymore.
Oh, MC Raven, thank you.
Hell yeah. God, the way we need to get these like tiny shirts for Pat ASAP.
You gotta get him like the novelty ones where it's got like a 6-pack on the shirt.
We need to do what Pat needs to do is start doing those like personality trends on TikTok where it's like, yeah, she only likes me for my personality, and then some part of Pat's body makes the P in personality. It could be the tries, it could be the back, it could be the... One of my pals did one where he balanced a lotion bottle on his erect penis through his underwear. That was his personality. That was like the personality thing.
Okay.
I laughed for a solid hour when I saw
It's
that.
funny. So how's everyone doing on the cast? Y'all strong? Y'all
I feel pretty strong.
Fit?
I'm mildly congested, but I'm still
Mhm.
okay.
Oh
Yeah.
my
Yeah.
gosh, thank you, Jennifer. Feel better. We miss you. Love you.
I need another screen for my computer.
I need a third screen, but I think I just need a second computer so that I can stream from that computer without bogging it down with my 8,000 tabs.
I'm
That's
not gonna turn
real.
around my camera because my desk is a horrifying mess. But I have too many screens right now. I bought
Too many
I have
screens.
Too
one.
many screens.
it's just too many.
I am nervous
Why
that
are
my
there so
computer
many
can't handle it,
screens?
even though I have a really good computer. And it makes me mad, and I'm angry. I'm full of anger, everyone.
I love anger.
So, what the fuck? Did
We're
I-
great, Tim.
So,
focused.
I'm finishing setting up a few things that I'm forgetting.
We're level 6 now.
You guys are level 6 now. Is there anything you want to mention, or?
Good God, I hope y'all got something good with this level up, because I got nothing.
I did. I have
You're a
magical
rogue, who
punches and
cares?
kicks now, so Tim can't half
Nice.
my damage.
Damn it!
Like the next
You guys
time I
gotta
get
maybe
something
stream
good as a
something about hype
ranger, it's
train.
like level 11.
Yeah, because you get spells.
Nettle's not allowed to die. Yep, that's
I
true.
got a new infusion, and I'm creating another magic item with it, replicate magic item, and it is the Lantern of Revealing. I'm working, and we can talk about it in game. I'm working on something on the way
Sick.
out into the.
What else am I? I'm a more potent healer now. I can cure diseases by
That's sick.
touching stuff.
That's sick. Yeah. That's probably all I have to say. It's been an exciting news-filled time, but I think we can all delight in knowing
Yeah.
that the Roll20 map doesn't quite align to the grid in some locations, but not all, which confused me. And this is another 1 square equals 10 feet. Did I accidentally touch the map? Is that what happened?
Roll.
Maybe I
That's
did.
fun. 1 square is 10 feet.
Yeah, we haven't.
Oh, and my speed's a fucking odd number again. Damn it.
Like 45 or something.
Yeah, my speed's 45 now.
Ass.
It just went up. It just went up. to
Just
45.
got me.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Matt, I need you to come over here with your strong arms and crack my back for me.
Yes.
Oh, one of these like rapid
Mhm.
come up.
Yeah, and I have a bowl full of walnuts that need to be cracked.
I have a watermelon that
Yeah.
I need someone's thighs to crack, if that's okay, Pat.
Yeah,
Pat,
watermelons
we have so
legally
many things that you
can
could
only
do to
be
advertise
open.
the stream on TikTok.
with legs. Yeah.
Pat,
Even
do you
your
think
body.
you could crack a
I know,
walnut with
I
your
know
butt
we do,
cheeks?
Josh, because I wake up every morning to like 6 TikToks Josh has sent me.
Because I'm trying to
of, like-
keep you on trend, Pat. I'm trying to keep you ahead of the game.
Oh my god.
Raven.
Yeah,
Yes.
full-
Yes.
Yes, MC Raven. That's enough for a watermelon. Go get a
So-
watermelon.
Go get a watermelon.
I'll Instacart one to your house.
Yes. We might as well just set you up in the gym so you can like
Yeah.
Just have a gym down here.
just work out while you're like.
We need a new muscle. Show us the calf.
Just cap. Mine are skinny. I work them out all the time. They just stay skinny. I don't have
Yeah,
skinny
mine.
calves.
I think you look well proportioned, Pat. Honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Pat's legs are like this long, and he's all torso. He looks like a
His torso and
fucking
arms.
Looney Tune, and I think it looks great. He's a little self-conscious of it, but like I think it's perfect. Okay, I've given up on trying to align the map, and that's okay. You know,
Yeah, you did great.
I did great.
While you're doing that, though, I can. Yeah. Do we even say just to remember? If everyone doesn't remember what we're doing, it's Siege Day. It's Siege Day.
How are you gonna
It's
siege
siege
with
day.
13 people?
we got it.
Siege
don't
the
worry.
day.
Siege
Well, I guess
day.
we're not necessarily sieging, right? Because doesn't siege mean like you block all of their shit and just like starve them out?
Yeah,
It's
We're-
assault day. We're assaulting. the
Yeah,
keep,
we're
then?
beating the shit out of them.
That sounds.
you're
less
storming.
fun.
Oh, we
Yeah,
can't use the
storming
word
it,
assault
stormed it.
anymore.
Oh my god.
You're storming the castle or the fortress, as it were.
Bye, boys. Have fun storming the castle.
This has I'm getting flashbacks to Pat's side adventure when we had to do this.
Oh yeah.
You had to defend your castle.
We had to attack a castle.
Then we
one
had to
time.
attack a castle and we set that whole bitch on fire.
You did.
And
And also you like knocked out the chef who was like totally gonna help you all. You just didn't even give him a chance.
Oh, I wouldn't know anything about
Oh,
that. Thank you,
Another one
Chaz
done?
Bottom.
And I'm pretty sure the
Oh, Pat, you got to do the Icarus pose.
and the
next
chef
time.
totally died in the fire, by the way.
Oh, whatever you want, Pat. That's your.
I don't
cross
know
to
what
bear.
you're talking about.
Yeah.
Pat, you just make stuff up. You know.
I also
You
laughed
crazy.
that Pat was like, the Baron's doing great, and then I was like, Pat, you remember he can't resist fire, and you were like, the Baron is doing so bad, actually.
There we go. But yeah,
Do you guys want to
Mittens
introduce
dies.
your characters? It's been a little bit.
Yeah,
Susie,
if
go.
Mittens dies today, can
Oh,
I bring
God.
in Pat's adventure character?
No.
Venus.
Absolutely not.
Weenus, no.
I don't think this campaign could handle Venus.
Wait, I thought I like insta killed Venus at the very end. It was like, and then the thing follows on Venus. No, is that just in my dreams?
I think
Those
that's
are
in
your
your
dreams.
dreams for
Oh.
sure. Yeah. Okay, characters. I'm Susie, and I play Tash. She is a halfling cavalier. Her ride is Took. He's a good boy, and Saint Bernard. Yeah, I took a fun feat this time, so we'll see how that goes with the level up.
Warcaster.
Warcaster. I don't even know what that is. It sounds fun.
It's the one where you can cast spells.
Yeah,
I
you-
should.
You love.
Okay,
to do
I'm
that.
gonna edit
That's a
my character.
podcaster, a wartime podcaster.
Yeah.
I took
Oh my
Shield
god,
Master.
podcaster would be such a
Oh,
sick.
hell yeah. Shieldmaster's fun.
As a
feat.
bard subclass.
Oh my god, yeah. Oath of podcasting.
Most annoying.
Yes.
All right,
Um,
Josh, go.
Oh, me. Okay, hello. My name is Josh. I am playing a Firbolg monk that is healing hands. I go by many names. Dork Salim, the tall guy, the handsome one. Holy shit. What else? I have a bunch of AKAs because I don't have a name. It's great. And I'm here to hang out. I'm best friends with Pat's character. Pat, you go.
All right, I play Deadeye Declan Dane, human artificer, artillerist. He's makes boom booms with big cannons, and
Oh, yeah, big shoots.
go Brett.
You sticky boom boom down. All right. I am Brett, and I play Mittens Zelkier. He is a elf ranger, hunter ranger, who got nothing cool when he leveled up, other than the ability to speak another language, which I didn't ask Tim, but is Duragar speak is what do they what can I
They
be a
speak
Duragar
Dwarven and
I
Undercommon.
thought it was. I was gonna pick Undercommon, but
Okay.
Undercommon.
How did you learn Undercommon? Take us on this wonderful wild ride.
Oh, no.
Well, I mean,
Well-
it's Mittens has been, a vagrant on the street for a while, and it's one of those mumblings. A lot of people kind of know Undercommon when you're like out there, and then also the past couple of run-ins we've had with the Duragar, I feel like Mittens has like picked up like, oh, it's like a weird Undercommon they're speaking. Okay, I think I can do this, and now I can.
Hell yeah.
They dropped a Duragar for Dummies books.
And he's like, I'm from West Undercommon. I know that you're using an Eastern Undercommon dialect. Okay, I get it.
It's like,
Yes,
oh,
sir.
Now I can
Undercommon.
directly tell them that they're all going to die.
That's
Hell
good.
yeah.
That saves
Oh,
me.
yeah, that's right. You're going to
Because
genocide.
there is a fear that I didn't realize that people got ability score improvements at different rates. I love to
Yeah.
learn things.
I think it's mainly fighters.
Yeah.
Fighters get like double the ability score
That's so
increases
cool.
as everybody else.
True. Just in case,
Susie,
did we
what's
not make
up?
it clear what we're doing? Oh yeah, Susie, go ahead.
Nettle, Jennifer would like to say that she plays Nettle. She's a very good Earth Genasi girl who does her very best always
Mhm.
and never died and is always good.
Facts.
Well, not facts.
That's true.
It's facts.
For those who, if you don't remember, because it has been a minute, or if you missed the last one we did do, we had a big meeting with the leaders of the 10 towns. It went great. We didn't offend any of them. Everyone loves us, especially me. I'm everyone's favorite. But no, basically we are going to bring the fight to the Durgar. So we've got our crew. We have a small like squad of the Black Swords, that cult from the castle, that is coming with us too to lend aid, and we're gonna go to the Durgar stronghold and say like, hey, what the fuck, y'all? Like, what's up? You want to do this? Let's do this.
So that's your plan? You're gonna let's go.
Yeah. I mean, if someone doesn't muzzle Deadeye, it's gonna walk up to the gates and just be like, "Fuck you," and just start lobbing projectiles at the gate. So
We do have the dragon guy with us too, right?
yeah, Trovis, the drunken leader of not Care Dinaval or Care Koenig.
Mm-hmm.
And
We
the
have a
polar
Goliath
lady?
bear, right? Yeah.
Oh,
Yep.
and Tim.
Oh yeah, me and are.
We have a bit of a jaunt, a travel to get there, Tim.
Yes.
'Cause it's been a
Well,
while.
not really, because you ended at the hot springs.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
We were at Hot
we had a
Springs.
beach episode.
But
Did
you know, I'm a nice and caring DM. If there's something that you want to do but didn't think about it, that's fine.
Yeah. No, I had something. I swear I don't remember if I said it on stream, because I feel like we have a number. We have at least of these rifles. I've got. Where's my note?
You
We have
mentioned
one
the flash
rifle, two
rifles,
pistols.
and you wanted to make a
Everyone
scope.
gets the flash rifle.
Rifle
mentioned-
gets 100.
I made the scope for one of my rifles. And I'm keeping that one. We had 2 pistols and 3 rifles. Was it?
Yes, I have no. I don't know why I said yes. That sounds about right.
And Nettle has one of the pistols. So I
3
went- that's right.
rifles.
Yeah, we found like 3 of them.
I think you have
They got
one
a crate.
rifle.
I think you have literally one rifle.
Oh, are you sure?
Yeah, one rifle.
Yeah, it was 2 pistols, 1 rifle.
Three
Oh,
total.
Never mind. Okay.
Because I was like, how in the shit did you get 3
All right.
flesh rifle? Because you would argue with me about it being a flesh rifle.
Because
Not a flash rifle. It's a laser.
it has to. They're
too
very
easy to
powerful,
shoot.
so they have to be limited in some way. And if you have 3 of them, that gets rid of that, and that's no fun for you.
Oh well, there's no refill. I mean, there's no they
Exactly, but you
the-
have
the
3 of
50 and
them,
The 30 shots.
so-
But you would have that's
Fair.
300 shots. Yeah. That's,
All right. So I have, I guess, 1 extra. I'm trying to think. Who would be a good? Do we trust Trovis? With
I don't. I
a
think you
laser-
should just keep the
Yeah.
pistol and the rifle. You should keep the pistol and the rifle.
Okay.
Yeah, no, Trovis needs it. I think he would be good for it.
I think he would
He's
use
gonna
all the
kill him.
ammo immediately.
Pop, 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 pop.
Yeah,
Tap, tap when they're on the ground.
Yeah, I think
Light
you need
cigarette.
Yeah. You should be 100% in control of your laser beam ammo.
Or Sonar. Sonar probably has a steady hand.
Sonar has a steady hand. The mummy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cool. Any final thoughts before we get into the adventure proper?
Yes.
We were at the hot springs, completed a long rest. We're fresh as daisies, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Just
Make sure you
looking at
click
my
the long
sad
rest.
character sheet. Long rest.
I think
and
I'm
then
long
10
rested.
10 temp HP for those of us who were exploded once upon a time.
Yeah.
That's right.
Hashtag boys.
Boys HP. So if we're in, do we talk about this new invention?
You new invention?
Sure.
Right. So like, hey gang, look it, and that holds up as we're like, it just looks like a lantern.
Okay.
Okay.
Right.
Good job, Deadeye. Pat.
Oh, sorry. Okay. So you don't. Okay. So what I did was, so you know how these fuckers can like turn invisible and stuff. And it's a real pain in the ass. And it's like, you fucker, where'd you go? Shit. So this lantern, get it? Okay. If I did it right, okay, I haven't had tested, but when I turn it on, it sheds light like in a radius. So that's good because if it's dark. So that's just good in itself, right? It like lights up a radius. But
yeah, sure.
it has, I figured out a way to make that particular light reveal any creatures that it touches that are magically invisible. So like in like a 30-foot radius of bright light and then an additional 30 feet of dim light beyond that, and if in the bright light, so any as long as it's on, any invisible creatures that step within this light will be revealed.
Well, that's going to be really useful the next time we go hunting the tiny creatures.
Yeah, that's very cool, Deadeye.
Yes.
Turn it on. Let's see if there's anyone here now. Mittens pulls out a dagger.
Sam, are we still at the hot springs, or are we like approaching the?
Up to you.
You're surrounded.
Could be the next morning. Could be that
Does
night.
it have charges, or is it just like on switch, off switch, unlimited?
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
it's-
Tell what is it? What the fuck are you saying?
Lantern
was
of
it?
revealing.
When it's a turn on, pint of oil. It burns for 6 hours. It sheds bright light in a 30-foot radius, and then an additional 30 feet beyond that in every direction is dim light.
Mm.
However, the invisible thing only works on the bright light. So within the
Oh, okay.
the 30-foot radius, so we can. So if we're in like utter darkness, this will provide us 60 feet of some level of sight in every direction. But
Yeah.
the 30 feet closest to the lantern also, anything within 30 feet of the lantern that's invisible, we can see.
And the only limiting is the oil to burn. Is what you're saying?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
And so it's 30-60, you said?
Yes.
60 total. So and 30 of that, the first 30 is bright light, the next 30 is dim light.
So we're going to have to start rendering fat from the corpses of our enemies to replenish the lantern. That's what you're saying.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. That's neat. I'm excited for that. Do you have to hold that in a hand, or do you have to hook it somewhere? What's up?
Put it
It
on
doesn't-
an
it
arrow
doesn't say it
and
has to be
launch
held.
it across the battlefield.
I was just gonna like hook it to something like, I don't know, hanging on my back or something. I don't.
So your entire body blocks the front, and
You're right.
you
Never
can't
mind.
see.
Well, if it's up
It's
high,
like a-
okay.
like that fish.
Well, strap it on top of your head. It'll
Yeah.
look like the squibbly hat. We can get like a little thing to disguise it.
Yeah, I mean, you have
yeah.
time to make it as ridiculous. Well, not that much time. As ridiculous or logical as you want.
I mean, I think if I had the time, I would like do like a pole that like goes up my back and like kind of like hangs. Just kind of
Okay, that-
right there, like
That's doable.
I like this. We're gonna go into battle, and you're going to be just like, just a beacon, just a big human target.
right. Okay, so like if someone else wants to do it, I could just hold it,
No.
I guess, with one hand.
one else
'cause
wants to do it.
my pistol and Eldritch cannon is, all in one hand, so I could just hold it, I guess.
Okay.
You can also
Don't you
give
want
it to
that?
one of your minions.
Or I have a shield. I could like bolt it to like the front of the shield or something. I don't know. But
Will
then
you
they
be
wouldn't go
using your
behind.
shield defensively?
Ah, shit.
Probably
Um,
barely. Probably barely.
Arrow! Pff, shit! No, it's a thing that is, I like to be a stickler about light when it comes up, because not everything is fun. Some things are fun just
Yeah.
for some people. Some things are fun for no one. Some things are fun for sickos. And to me, I think if we, as a Roll20 ambassadors, we have dynamic lighting, we have vision, it makes it easier so we don't have to track it as much. And yeah. But you have dark vision now, right? Or someone does that has those glasses.
Dark.
I took off the infusion of the dark, like the.
You got them from the mind flayers.
Oh, yeah. Someone took those.
Someone
Did-
has those.
did-
I don't have those.
Did Tash take those?
I thought we had the
I-
Tash. Didn't we?
Well, wait a minute. Fuck. Yeah, they're right there. I'm not wearing them.
Okay. All right. Well, you're wearing. Do you? It's gonna take. You're gonna take a style hit.
Do I have to be?
Tuned?
Yeah.
Good question.
No, I
Uh,
don't. Do I? No, I don't. I don't have to be attuned.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. I have
Yeah.
60 feet of dark vision.
60 feet.
Yeah, I look real cool.
Look at
Oh, yeah.
4 hours over here.
She just
Oh,
flips you off with the tiniest middle finger you've ever seen.
I always forget that we have like 6 expendable things we could tie a lantern to in our rodent bag.
That's true
Oh.
too.
Or sonar.
What?
Sonar
I'm not
could-
holding your fucking lamp.
What? No.
Oh, that's right.
It's not. Why
Why don't you just
why
put it
not?
above your head? Like, take a fishing rod.
Duct tape
and
it.
Put it on the top of the fishing rod so it just dangles above your head.
I can hold your lamp, I guess. I'm sorry that I attacked you so hard. I'm stressed out.
I mean, yeah, this is really stressful. We don't know if there's a whole bloody fucking army behind, we're about to take on with our like menagerie of like 14.
In my
Oh.
day, the Durgar didn't come to the surface, but either this clan was driven out or they're adventurous. Regardless, that makes them more dangerous.
Well, there's up to something nefarious, right? It's like you don't accumulate and steal all that charlatan unless you're up to something.
Yes, having two above world bases that we know of. Yikes!
Yeah, yikes.
It's
Well, that
peculiar.
makes it seem not that bad.
They usually have 0, so I guess.
Yes, let's suppress them back underground.
Wait,
Oh.
Missy, when you say it like that, it don't sound great. Maybe
Go to the Underdark.
Are we sure we want to give Sonar
God.
the lantern? Sonar's basically made of flammable paper.
Well,
That's
doesn't-
true.
it don't
I'm
use
dry.
real-
I'm very dry.
it's magical. It's arcane and
Well, that's
nature.
cool.
Don't use
Should we
real
test
fire.
it? Punchy, go invisible.
Okay, as long as we have an hour.
Yeah, you're at the hot spring, so you probably have like 8 hours before you can even get there.
Sick. Poof, I'm gone.
Sonar, which you gave her the lamp, lights it, and I guess Pat, what does it look like?
I'm gonna say it casts. So like the bright light has a slight greenish tint to it,
I like that.
but it's very bright. And then there's like a very dim, dull greenish light that extends 30. But yeah, then we see Punchy. We see Dorksalim, but it's like again, he also is like kind of monochrome, almost green.
And I'm
But we
fully
see him.
naked. I'm joking.
Oh yeah, you're like Kel in Mystery Men. You have to get.
Yes. Yeah.
So we see a slightly green tinted Dorksalim appear.
Checks out.
That work?
The leader of the Black Swords and Trovis and Oya come in for breakfast around the fire near your wagon. And Brenner crosses his arms over his large chest and says, "So what's the plan?"
Well,
We just gonna find the main door and go in, or
I mean,
Scale
I'm not
have
opposed.
one of the silent ones sneak in and that, or we haven't seen the front of their fortress yet, but
That's true. I figured we'd like get there, assess the situation, and like just what makes sense. Do we try an infiltration, or do we try like a parlay, or we're like, hey, we want to talk, fuckers, come out here.
Trevor says, "Parlay would never work. That would just give up our surprise.
Yeah. We should sneak in.
We should
Well,
run in screaming."
Nope.
What if
Those are two different things. You just
what if we dig like a tunnel underneath and then just kind of come up from below?
I don't have 4 weeks to wait for battle.
that would take so long, Tash.
No, I don't know. Took can dig real fast.
Which of our magical animals can dig? Do badgers dig? Badgers don't dig.
Badgers do.
Badgers
They
Badgers
have
dig,
do.
badgers
burrows,
dig.
but they're not
Yeah.
moles.
Yeah. But they could dig through trees. Like
So-
through
I
the
mean,
tree.
We never know. We could see maybe there's like a window or something. Someone could scurry in.
I'm sneaky. I've got
Right.
a good stealth ability.
Could you? All right. Well, that sounds good. We'll default to what you guys want to do. We just wanted a general idea in case things hit the fan before we have a chance to scope out the front of their fortress.
Oh,
Right. I mean, I feel like, yeah, we should try and make sure we see their fortress before they see us so we can see. We don't know what we're coming up to, right? Like, what we call a fortress could literally be like a barricade in a cave. Like, it could be like a cave opening just sealed off with like a metal grate. Or it could be like a big fuck all fortress with like buttresses and towers and ramparts and whatnot. We don't know. So, I think we're going to have to just sort it out once we get there and see what we're dealing with.
All right.
Okay.
Let's go. you make the rest of the way with some of the black swords on their sleds, with being pulled by various pack animals. Not all of them are as fast as the others, but again, you're on a big-ass wagon, so it's not a huge deal. Oya stays as a polar bear and just kind of runs on her 2 feet, keeping up, kind of whistling and humming to herself. And Trovis is on your wagon, I believe. And you make your way at several hours. You've gotten to... I got a text message. Gap rewards. All right. I've been at the Gap for a while. You get to the mountains, and which you've been to before, where you found the crashed Nautiloid, and but this time you're going to a slightly different direction. You both know the vague location as well as the tug from Nettle. As you are going, Nettle's
just
tug...
so you know, Tim, I'm good at mountain terrain now.
Okay, what does that mean?
That's the same thing as the Arctic stuff. I can't get lost, and I'm alert to danger even if we're doing something else, and I can move stealthy at a normal pace.
Sick. Okay.
Yeah.
You get to a point where the mountain looms large in front of you, and after spending a handful of minutes looking at it, you do not see a entrance. You don't see anything, but Nettle feels the tug directly south, but you see the mountain, kind of the valley that you cut through previously, opens to the east, aka your left.
Okay.
Right. Is anyone? Can I? Is the shield guardian? Can I roll a history to see if I know anything about what a shield guardian is?
Yeah, history, arcana, whatever.
Like if I have a sense of how valuable of an asset they would be if we tried to. That is a 19 in history.
What a great roll. Oops. Yeah, I mean, you know that sort of the vibe that when you met Dazan, powerful wizards typically like to have something with them that can protect them because they want to put all of their focus into the magics and things like that. No armor, things like that. A shield guardian is one of the quote-unquote strongest defenders that they have. You know, some go for unthinking brute force, and some go for necromantic bonds and things like that. So yeah, you know that they're beefy motherfuckers, and not to be messed with, and are quite valuable and rare. And the fact that you have the amulet to control it is special, because hey, you find one, can't do much with it because you have to have their control amulet or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Okay. You know that tug Nettle's been feeling, gang?
Uh-huh.
I was like looking through, you know, I got these me old books and whatnot, and like these shield guardians are supposed to be some tough fuckers. I don't know if it's worth attempting a slight detour. We put like a cap on it, right? Like if it's like more than a day out of the way, we say fuck it, we come back. But I'm just saying, I don't know, having another big beefy smasher on the team could do wonders.
I mean, do you think all these guys are gonna want to like side quest with
no,
us?
probably not. I mean, we could like say like, hey, y'all want to go ahead and recon the stronghold? We're gonna go find a big fucking giant metal death machine to help us, and then meet back up. Or we could just say, oh well, take our chances. I just wanted to point it out. It was some insight I had. Just put it out there.
That distance is the constraining factor.
Right.
Yeah. Do you want to leave Drovis in charge of recon?
I can do it.
No, we do. Oh yeah, probably.
So I think what you need to ask yourself is if you're okay coming back here and finding all of these people brutally slaughtered, knowing that you could have made a difference.
True.
And if you can live with that, then yeah, sure, I'll go with ya. But
Yeah, I don't want to say this sounds like a Deadeye plan, but this sounds like a Deadeye plan.
Oh, is it? Oh, thank you.
Deadeye,
Appreciate
more
that.
like
Thank you
good
so much,
dead guys.
Because that's how I leave in my way. Because dead guys.
I mean, yes, in this case, probably. I'm kind of for skipping that one for now.
Yeah, if we had any
Okay.
way of knowing how far away it was, or you know what I mean, like
Yeah. Okay, just what the share was, came
Well, no,
across something.
it's a good idea. I just don't want to end up at like I don't know a waterfall like a week away.
Okay, why you gotta bring that up?
Well, I
Why you gotta
just
bring
it
up
was,
old stuff?
I didn't
Well,
even
bring
have a book. I
You
didn't,
gotta bring
up-
we just went and I was so bored.
Maybe
Bring
on
up
the way
old
back.
stuff. I'm burying skeletons. Is that what we're doing? We're just
You
okay.
brought. Oh, look, I'm not fighting with you. We're here to fight with them.
Mm-hmm. It was a great bonding experience. We grew so close.
yeah, it was a fun
I
time.
hated every second.
What trauma bonding?
Bonding.
All right.
Fun. Onward to the fortress.
Yeah, I don't know if I Mitten should probably like recon, like be the forward scout for this, unless somebody else has a really high stealth.
No, you have all of the stuff.
Yeah.
All right.
Rangers are for, buddy.
Yep. So that's I'll be scouting ahead.
Okay.
You know, I said it. We're an 8-hour
It needs to
stroll.
be scouting.
Cool. Let me rip out. Is this my good one?
Let me rip out my beholder page. Roll for eye stocks. How many?
Roll a d100.
No, I've moved so many things on the map. I'm starting to lose track of where like they logically are versus where I've moved them for story reasons, and it doesn't super matter. But I need to know.
Quick,
Fuck,
screen
where's
cap
my
and
DM
zoom.
one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Someone
Chat,
hacked
what's
Tim's
on Tim's
webcam. Someone hack his webcam, like turn it down to like notes.
Yeah.
Okay, so you see the huge mountain range in front of you. Tug goes south. Instead, you're gonna go east, aka the left, because you're facing south. And yeah, you're going a little bit slower because Mittens. Do you get on Secretariat and scooch that way?
That's a good question. I don't know if my stealth applies to mount.
It doesn't, but
Yeah, no. Then
there's an
no.
argument to be made that maybe it's a little bit better.
Possibly. Here's the meta question, I guess, because I don't really know how my thing works.
Mhm.
But like, does Secretariat suffer from difficult terrain? Because Mittens does not.
You can. It doesn't suffer as much because you're able to kind of like lead it, but it definitely does. It's not as smart as you, unfortunately.
I'm pulling up my axe beak stats real quick because
Tim, I like having this music in the background. It's ominous as fuck.
Right? Right?
Okay, because
No. That's what we're having.
I think by the numbers, I think I can go faster than the axe peak
fine.
in difficult terrain here. So
The thing with the axe beats is they don't tire as much as you do, or something.
okay.
But that
It's-
actually,
we're almost
maybe
exactly
maybe
the same.
you might be right. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, you might be just straight up faster than them because.
I'm like-
I think I am at this point.
Yeah.
But I think like combat kind of assumes sprinting and stuff like that, but we don't have to get into that right now. And you have to go a little bit slower on total because of how large your group is, and not all of them are able to pick their way as fast as you. But yeah, so the going is slower than you're used to. Mittens, give me a survival check.
Survival. Ooh, 9.
9. Okay. You're making bad time, and you kind of picking your way. You hit a small forest, I guess you'd say, and you don't quite point out the best route for the wagon, and it takes a little bit for them to get unstuck, and it's getting darker, and you make less time than you would like. And for the rest of today's travel, you only get to the kind of split in the mountains that you've been to before.
Okay.
So on the map, you are roughly around here. If you want to be in the roll 20s, where that green circle is. Yeah.
I don't think it loaded in the right place, your green circle. Oh, there we go. Okay, cool.
You should have been much farther, but what can you do? All right, go to bed, set watches, share ales, share meat, cheese.
My
like it,
rat charcuterie.
Rat charcuterie. Everyone's like, this is
No
weird.
thanks.
Oh yeah.
All right, next morning, Mittens, give me a survival check.
Survival.
I like the
11.
idea
11.
of a ranger like looking at a map and a compass, and the player rolls a 1 and just like falls over. It's a heart attack.
I know where I am though. Okay, you move south, and as you're getting like updates from Nettle, it went from being directly south yesterday morning to southwest to southwest to west south, and now it's basically pure west. After a while, after a handful of hours of slow going, at about noon, Nettle says that the tug is directly to the west, and you also see a pretty narrow ravine that goes through the two mountains. And unfortunately, as you go, you realize that that it would be a little dangerous, Oregon Trail style, to get the wagon through. It definitely seems like this is a purposeful, hewn, short area. You could probably do it. There's enough space. It's just that windy, slick, ice, things like that. What do you want to do?
What's the other option?
There
Well,
isn't.
so
Leave the wagon and ride our axe peaks.
See if the mountain range is better to the south,
No.
and take like 2 or 3 extra days to scout that out.
Well, if the tug is changing so much, doesn't that mean it's close by? Because if it was full super far, it'd be not changing so fast.
I think that makes logical sense.
Yeah. Do you guys want to change course and get the thing after all? What do we do?
I think it's maybe worth it to see if it feels like we're getting close.
Based on the map that you were given of the tortured Duragar, the tug feels like it's vaguely in the same area as the fortress.
Oh.
Oh. Let's follow the tug. Nettle, I know you lost your voice and you got a bad cold.
I'm
you lost
Nettle.
your voice.
I'm Nettle.
I'm Nettle.
Nettle holds 2 big thumbs up.
I'm Nettle.
But
If
you want to see if we can find your guardian?
The only thing I want to do more than finding that guardian is eating a cookie. I'm Nettle.
That's a good impression.
Nettle
Yeah.
would like to. Nettle thinks that the shield guardian is a giant shielded chewinga.
Ooh.
That would be
maybe
rad.
Steal that. They must have weird souls. Interesting. The frickin' path. What do you want to do about that? You've hit an Oregon Trail
Let's see,
decision moment.
Just
Are you
What?
saying Oregon as a joke, or is that how you say
Oregon?
Oregon?
Oregon? That's how you say
Oregon?
Oregon?
No, yeah,
Oregon.
'cause
Not-
it's Oregon
Oregon?
Trail or
No,
Oregon.
stop.
No, it's, yeah,
Just-
okay. I
Oregon
just
Trail.
Okay, if you
That's,
say,
Oregon,
that's
the
the
state.
game.
It's different.
if you were to
Yeah.
say
It's
like if you were to
just
say
Oregon.
say where you live, Brett, I
Oregon.
would say Portland, Oregon. I would say
Oregon.
Portland,
Oregon.
Oregon.
I would say Portland.
However,
Yeah.
however,
Portland,
if you say
Oregon, but I would
what's
say
the video
Oregon
game,
Trail.
Oregon
I
Trail.
also
Oregon
would say Oregon
Trail.
Trail.
It's like Oregano.
What? We're saying the same thing. What do you
We're saying
hear?
the same
Bill
thing.
Barron-
What do you
Just
say?
Barron
because-
State
Portland,
situation.
Oregon. Oregon Trail.
Yeah.
No.
I don't know why it is to
Yes.
him, and I never realized it, but that's 100% yes how I would say it.
That's how you say it. It's like
No!
oregano.
Heading my way down Oregon Trail.
Yeah. That's yeah.
I'm sorry that this is hurting you, but you're wrong.
Yeah.
And we're
it's just-
right.
Yeah,
the truth.
this is Louisville to me. Like people from Louisville are like, no, you have to say it with a mouthful of like chips and sawdust. How dare you?
Yeah.
We're
Take
saying
your
too. Fuck off.
Frickin' colonizer away. It's Oregon.
Squeeze me? Can I hear that again? The colonizer comment.
I can't. Difficult terrain doesn't cost me extra movement.
The question is the wagon.
Fuck the
Yeah.
wagon.
Fuck the
Well, I
wagon.
mean,
Difficult.
fuck
Push
the
it off.
wagon.
Well, are we
Okay.
going? Are we
It's
turning
just
around
too
though if we're
yak
going after
for
the
it.
tug?
Tim,
confused.
how
The
much,
Sorry.
how much
okay.
benefit does my thing get? Because it says my difficult terrain doesn't slow my group's travel. Does that mean should that apply to this situation where like it does? Do we have extra steering capabilities to not get the wagon stuck in the mud? Like how can I apply?
I think it
skill
definitely
set?
helps, and I think that's how you've been able to take this wagon so many places. But even your powers has its limits, you know. Yeah, when
mean-
you guys get off on foot, you're not going to lose that much time, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
So,
I don't.
wait, so-
I don't know that we have anything that we need that's on the wagon at this point.
Hold
If
on,
we had-
wait.
Yeah.
What is the layout one more time so I can understand like what the obstacle is?
Okay, it is a think of it as a mountain side of mountain highway, right?
Mm-hmm.
That goes right, but much smaller. You have like legally you have enough room for the wagon. It just curves so much and it's steep in some parts and ice covered in some parts that your spidey senses are like, ugh, ugh. It's not going to be fun for you to walk it, but it's not going to be a constant like dex check for you
I think
guys.
he's telling us we're gonna have to do lots of rolls with if we take the wagon, and there's probably a good chance that the wagon will get all fucked up.
Okay.
And most
What if I
likely
just-
you'll be better at it because of mittens and stuff like that.
True that. But what if I just carry the wagon?
You can't carry the wagon.
I have
The question
large
is,
build.
Will the wagon provide us any benefit closer to the enemy?
Yes.
Oh.
It's safer transport for all of the people involved. Because it's not just us. Everyone has their own thing that they're bringing with us. Where it's not like one wagon is carrying all of us. Like we each have. There's multiple transports that have to go through here.
Yeah, and you have all your axe beaks. You think that the axe beaks would be very safe by themselves, you know, donkey style.
Yeah, I'm less worried about like because I don't necessarily think it's gonna get stolen or anything. I'm more of the mindset of carrying things out, carrying supplies in. Thing.
So you want to be able to pillage and take all their stuff and put it in our stuff?
Me, the player, yes,
Mhm.
but that's the whole reason we bring this thing around anyway, is to carry the things that are too heavy for us to carry.
You make a good
Regularly.
point. I want to take all of their things. I like that.
Yeah, mittens do want to extract all of their artifacts and stuff and all of that. But even more so, yeah, this is generally just how we carry everything, food, supplies, all that stuff, so that we're not carrying backpacks full of like clothes and stuff 100% of the time.
All right, well, let's try and cram the wagon where it don't belong.
Okay, and I can help because I'm
How do we
big
not
and
have a
strong. I
bag
can
of
pick it up.
holding yet?
Because you haven't made
Because-
this one?
It's not
The
I
gods
can-
fear giving you a bag of holding.
I can. It's not worth the infusion giving up. I'd rather my other stuff's.
I'll sell this ring of free action the next place we go and get a bag of holding instead.
All right. Oh yeah, we're wagoneering.
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
not in the wagon.
I'm also not in the wagon because I'm helping guide it.
Same.
Because I'm big and strong and can move up to like 1,200 pounds.
The only person that would stay in the wagon is probably Nettle.
She's not
And
here to say
Shubbard.
no.
Wait, no,
Except
Shubbard
for-
stayed home.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, safeguard the cookie.
Okay. You make your way. It's hairy a little bit. You hear many cracks and pebbles
Scary.
fall down. It's scary. Mittens, survival check, please.
Let's make freaking roll it. +4, 15.
That's a great roll.
Yay.
Can everyone give me a dex save?
Dex save. I'm good at those.
Uh,
Where are you?
13.
Ooh, nat 20.
Hell yeah.
16.
Nice job.
Yeah, 16.
Actually, wish I would have saved that.
21?
Yeah.
I got 21 too.
Oh, yeah.
I'm spry in my old age.
13.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right. Don't forget,
Nettle?
Deadeye is older. He's like middle age now.
You're
He's
not
middle-aged.
even that old. You're like in your 40s.
Nettle got a dirty 20.
Damn, you guys rolled great. Cool. All right, you are. It's hairy. A few moments. It's a little bit slower, but between Punchy's ability to kind of literally like shove the cart back on track whenever the turning radius kind of sucks, and
Right.
yeah, my thing is you can't carry.
You're so strong.
I know
Punch.
you have powerful
You're so
build,
bloody strong.
but you can't pick it up above your head and go boop bop boop bop boop bop boop.
That's what it says.
Right? The back end like starts to like swerve off, and Punch he just grabs it and just like and fuck Punch, you're so fucking bloody strong.
That breaks
Yeah.
my immersion. You can definitely
It's-
lift the back up, and you can get under it and push it. But I think we've had this discussion a lot, and it's entirely possible I'm wrong. Rules
It helps
as
that I'm
written.
it helps that I'm like nearly 8 feet tall too. So it's not
Yeah,
like
but
I'm
you have
some
no
5.
strength.
I'm not a short king. I have a 10 strength
Wow.
Wow.
plus
How much-
powerful build.
How much can you lift?
I can lift over 300 pounds, I think.
Over 300? Because an unladen wagon is 400 pounds.
Dang.
Let me
This
see.
is laden.
This bitch is laden.
This is a super laden baby. I have to like redo the math again to see my income.
I mean,
love doing
it's
that.
entirely possible we're gonna hit how much does an axe weigh conversation again.
that's true, and that'll
Which
just
I
make
do
Tim
love,
really mad.
but I also kind of feel I'm the DM. goddammit. You can't carry the wagon above your head.
Yes, if you use Tim, if you use the DM say I can't do it, then I won't do it. But I
But
can.
how
It
much
lift the
breaks my
ass up.
immersion.
How much does the Axway moment was very good though.
It was. And
That
I'm
shit was
always,
the
I am
funniest thing in the world.
always open to learn more and find out that I'm really
mean-
wrong as a DM.
I mean, now we're like over a year removed. That is bullshit. That giant fucking
So
battle axe.
fucking
That
funny.
like demonic
Yeah,
dragonborn
that was
wields
the
weighs only
funniest
4 pounds. You know, little 4 pounds is half a gallon of milk. That's
Yeah.
It's
A
like-
menacing
It's
fucking
magic.
axe. It wasn't that big wild because it was that hellish axe from what's his name?
Arkan the
Dragon
Arkan
guy.
the Cruel. Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
it
made
was
of like,
like
bone and hunks of metal. It's insane.
yeah, and it was like LOL. It's like a stack of copy paper.
Here's me going insane tinfoil hat style. Like, this is not how much they weigh. This is how much they weigh secure to your person. So when I go carry capacity pilled, I don't think Punchy can carry 1,200 pounds. I think if you secure 1,200 pounds to his back,
Like in a rucksack.
in a rucksack, he's not going to take exhaustion as fast. But
Yeah.
it,
I mean, yes, there's a
That
big
axe.
difference between like there's a big difference between like 50 pounds on your back and like holding 50
yeah,
pounds on
exactly.
your-
Wielding
like,
even.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I just don't want you to be, Josh, I don't want you to be able to like pick up and swing like an entire tree like Sakura
He uses
can.
the wagon as a
It's
weapon.
real.
maybe not fair to you.
The
That's
wagon
real.
is his
That's
new melee
why.
weapon.
Yeah.
I want to wagon bash him.
Yeah, I pick up this house. Tim, you
Yeah.
say the guy's in the house? I'm just gonna pick the house up.
I'm
And
gonna
throw
pick the
it
house
at
up and do a quick shake.
you. Yeah. Ah.
Okay. All right. But no, you roll good. And yeah, there's definitely a few moments that it looks a little bit hairy, but there's no moment where it starts to fall and you have to rip it back up. It takes a little bit, but between all of your rolls, between Mittens is like, watch out here's, and things like that, you guys roll great. There was a few moments where Huar almost fell down, but you were able to grab him, Deadeye, and he goes, thanks, whatever.
Don't thank me. Just rotted her to your mum. Fucking
Fuck
hell, son.
you! And
Just let her know you're bloody alive. Fucking hell.
fuck you! And yeah, you make your way, and then eventually it opens up more, and the path kind of meets with where it almost looks like this is not a glacier, but that's what it kind of looks like, of where it kind of meets here and it evens out between the valley, and slowly but surely the drop goes to like 50 feet, 40 feet, 1 foot, nothing. You're able to get out into a much larger, probably like a half a mile wide valley between two mountains. And
Oh shit! Is it box text time?
as you kind of get closer, since it took a little bit longer, it is nighttime, but you do see, peering through the mist, the gloom of Icewind Dale, you see several lights glowing in the distance, separated by probably 200 feet. You see gouts of smoke, and every now and again, even from so far away, you're able to hear loud clangs and, just old-timey blacksmithing noises. And every now and again, the fire changes from your standard yellows and oranges to green and things like that, and you hear deep rumbles, and that's probably what's causing some of the various rocks to tumble and fall. Do you want to make your way now, or do you want to wait? Because you've been traveling all day, so we enter into traveling rules where you sleepy. That being said, maybe it's not that hard to take this whole crack this bitch open, so to speak.
Yes. Yes, Tash. Yes.
No, I was just gonna say, don't all of us talk at once.
All right.
I sure wish we had somebody that could turn into like a bird and give us recon.
That'd be great if Nettle's still a druid.
She's still a druid.
No, Tash.
What?
I
On
mean,
the inside, a little bit.
would it be worth it for Mittens to scout ahead and like get a good how many Durad are hanging around? Are they invisible like all the time? That seems like it would be inconvenient as a society. Like
They all have these lamps that
Yeah.
that I made.
What can Nettle see with her supervision?
Well, given that this is like a mile away, this more or less the same as you.
Bummer.
Heck, might be worse because she sees everything else
mean-
so good. You know what I'm saying?
Mitzi, you want to like scout ahead, be all stealthy?
yeah, I could see if there's a low enough number of Duragar that we could just walk up and kill them all. If there's a lot, maybe we wait for.
I mean, that'd be rad. I'm
sunlight
down
to
for
get
that.
in.
Yeah, that'd be great.
All right. Mittens will try to do a perimeter scout of the base.
The rest of us find a spot that's like kind of like hidden by like trees or rocks or whatever. I don't know. So like that's not so out in the open. Like,
yeah,
kinda,
definitely. Like the
camp out,
valley
like-
that you kind of came from, or the
Yeah.
ravine, I guess, curved. It ran east to west, and then it curves to the south, and then when it goes west again, once you kind of turn that corner and you see the valley opening up before you, further west, that's where you see these lights to the west, and you're able to kind of just hunch back a little bit and behind the curve of this giant mountain, that kind of, the base of it ish, because you guys are like very, very high. It's just that you're probably on a mountain at one point, but the two mountains said, "Get down, mountain. You're now a path after 1,000 years, or 1,000,000 years, or something like that." So you guys are very, very high altitude, and you can even see you're like getting to the cloud zone kind of even as well. So very easy to just like whoop, beep, 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 beep with your crew. Mittens, stealth check and survival check.
Stealth. I can do stealth. I can do stealth real good. That's a 22.
That's a fucking great roll.
And survival, that's a 17.
Okay, cool.
He's sneaking.
Beyond the snowy foothills lie lowing clouds, obscure the icy peaks of the gargantuan mountains that form the spine of the world, the mountain that you were thinking about going over. Eventually, you get above the clouds and behold a sheer mountain wall, rising more than 100 feet before you. Carved high on the wall are rows of arrow slits, with lights burning behind them and clanking sounds issuing from them. A narrow staircase hewn from rock leads up along one side of the wall. And you all see this. Art time.
Oh, shit.
Art.
Oh,
Yo.
Oh, wow.
Well, not you all, just Mittens. It's darker, and obviously those are not you, but imagine that was you if you all went together. That's what it would vaguely look like. And you absolutely
Like the
could not
AT&T
get the
headquarters.
wagon up to the door, but that's fine.
Oh, so there's stairs.
Yes, there's like the switchback stairs going up. And yeah, that's what you see. I don't have to describe anything else because you see it.
Cool. So it's like, is there? Well, okay. So I'm perimeter scouting. It doesn't look like there's like a full perimeter. Is that the only visible way into the fortress? Is these Donkey Kong
Perception
stairs?
check.
Perception. I forgot what my plus is.
You
Plus
think
4,
that
14.
burrowing underneath might be a good idea.
Obviously, you could burrow underneath. That's always an option. And you see what might be a gate at the top of it. Unsure if they open, but that's what it looks like after you stare at it for a while. Giant gate at the top
Of the stairs or of the
of the building. If you look at the picture again, in between
like, if
those
we
two
came down-
things, there's these two rectangles. That's what you're seeing.
How taller than 90 feet?
Yeah. It's like
Okay.
they say 100, but to me this looks way higher than 100.
Yeah. Well,
Well, Durgar
Can't-
are small, so that makes
I
sense.
can't vortex warp. It's 90 feet for vortex warp.
I feel like it's probably 200 feet up to there, and 100 feet up to the switchback entrance.
just vortex warp twice. What?
I just got a Midas ad on the YouTube.
I did
sound
too.
effect.
cut out, it was
Yeah,
really
there's
weird.
basically, it is 100 feet up, 150 feet up to the entrance, and then I would say probably another 100 feet above that, where that gate is, the moon roof, so to speak.
Okay, so does it look like if we were to climb the crest ridge of the mountain that we could come in from the top, or do we or is that a unnavigable terrain behind the fortress?
I mean, you can mountain climb for sure. Yeah, I mean, it would be as hard as climbing any mountain, any icy mountain, but it's doable.
Okay, well then I guess I'll return with that info.
Yeah, and you could maybe a small one of you could probably climb through one of the arrow slits, but they'd be alone, and I don't think all of you are big enough or small enough to do that. Probably just Tash. Maybe Nettle because she has bird bones.
You ever
I'm not
seen
sure.
arrow slits? They're real small.
They are. They're very small.
Yeah.
Which is why I'm like, you probably couldn't get in with armor, but hey, I figure giving you more choices is more fun, and splitting the party is fun for me ish.
Okay, well, hey guys, there's two ways in: Donkey Kong stairs or mountain climbing.
So I don't know what Donkey Kong is, but I am not super great at mountain climbing.
You didn't see that play at the public theater? They try to climb the stairs, and then there's these giant owl bears that throw barrels down the stairs at people.
No, but that sounds either horrible or very fun. I can't tell.
There's a
Honestly, it is
game.
little of both.
There's a game at a fairground I went to where they would have a bunch of us run like an obstacle course, and part of the course was having barrels roll down. It was called Wipeout. And you had to make it to the end. I'm very good at it.
I'm a little afraid of walking straight up these stairs because they're very wide open, and I imagine the security people are watching.
I mean, I can make
And-
you invisible.
Nettle says that she has spider climb. She can cast on somebody. If that matters.
Where's she getting that? Did she take one of my notebooks? Is that how she's giving you where that paper come from? She wrote these notes. No.
She has like your book that has very important writing on it, and she keeps handing me. She keeps tearing out. a thing
No,
for-
no. Here, I'll give
for
you a
every
blank one.
note she
Here's a
passes
spare.
me.
Ask.
I think I land in I think climbing and then like coming down would be like the sneak attack way would be better.
It's also dangerous. Okay, so I'm just trying to think and use all tricks in my bag. Like once we get to whatever the door is, right? We'd have to get it open still. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Unless they have windows or an AC vent.
Yeah. We don't know. I'm wondering. You know the thing I could do where I could like take a pebble and make it like emit a light or a sound or something. I'm just wondering if we could like chuck them at the castle and like, hey, and this imbue like a message when I was like, hey, fuck you, and like see what they do, or like draw them out.
I would put them on
No.
alert.
I'm really cold and tired. It's been a long journey.
I'm not gonna send my men up that mountain. That's far too dangerous.
Oh well, fuck.
Brenner
Well, we
says.
could do it, and then they could go up the stair. You're gonna go up the stair. It's gonna clank up the stair.
Rather take my chances on that than falling off an icy mountain. You never know if you can get that gate open.
Should we two-prong it?
Split the party. It's a great idea.
Or we can wait at the bottom of the stairs and we get a signal we can go in.
Yeah, we could two-prong it.
That'd be easier for your DM for sure.
And it would probably extend the shelf life of our NPCs.
And it would probably help for stealth. Because you know those guys ain't gonna be stealthy. If I have 13 NPCs rolling with you, come on, baby. That's next session is gonna be a 3-hour-long battle where you guys kill 86 Duragard.
On the stairs.
That's just
No.
that.
If you guys get inside with those loud motherfuckers, depending on how you do it, you guys are smart. You're adventurers. You've done things like this before. You know, you don't. Last time you got into a place like this, you came through essentially a sewer. You don't see anything like that here.
Yeah, the Duragard don't have plumbing.
Gross.
They probably have plumbing, but it rolls down to the Underdark. One of the random black swords says.
All right.
Yeah,
Which is why we also
kind of-
can't siege it. They'll just go down to the Underdark and get mushrooms and weird things to eat.
All right. Well, let's not judge their culture, their whole culture. That's not cool. It's like, yeah, they're
Cool.
murderous psychopaths who've been like terrorizing the 10 towns. We've got to be like,
Oh,
Well, I
the
hope-
culture of murderous psychopaths, but we don't want to judge their
the ones who
cleanliness,
did the murderous
Deadeye.
psychopathy. Yeah, the ones who did it.
I think you need to examine your internal moral structure there, pal.
Why don't you go
um,
eat somebody?
If I say all people who live in America are have blood on their hands from America's actions, I think that's true.
What the fuck's
True.
America, pal?
Just making a simile, like a metaphor or something. My head
true,
just
true.
hurt. What the fuck?
Where am I?
Wow.
Okay, wait. Okay, so here's a thought. If we're going image as viewed, there are no arrow slits in the middle of the tower. And if we got someone up to the top and tied 3 ropes together, we would have 150 feet of rope upon which we could climb directly up the tower, avoiding the mountain path. And just one person would have to get up there first, and then drop 3 ropes tied together.
It's
That'll
150
turn-
feet. It would have to be 250 feet, right? If not more, actually, because the lower of the tower. Let's round it up to like 333 feet, because that's a fun number. Because it goes farther down than the path. The path, it's like 250 feet from the bottom of the stairs up to the top, but at the bottom of the
True.
stairs, it goes down a little bit farther. And if we're kind of like foreshortening and force perspectiving, it's probably a chunk farther down.
Shit.
So are you thinking we
Okay.
don't have enough rope, or it's going to be hard to climb up at first?
We might not have enough rope. Does everyone have a rope?
I think
Because
we
rope.
need-
all of us, or
we
at least
need 7 of them.
adventurers, have like 50.
So we have at least
Something like-
5 between us.
Yeah, you could
Yeah.
go Game of Thrones, the season where Jon Snow climbs the wall, which I found very scary. But in the lore of Game of Thrones, they do that shit all the time.
Yeah, they love it.
Yeah,
Well-
seven ropes tied together, certain death if you slip.
Nettle hands Tash a little piece of paper. And so this is Nettle was saying that she could cast the little like walk on walls thing to
Just walk up there?
Mr. Dorks, and he could tie it up, and it lasts like an hour. You could just scoot on up there and run
I'm
up the
very
wall
fast.
like a Naruto, and then tie the ropes up, and then run up and down, kind of spotting all the people that go on up there right after.
Right, like you could like make a
Using the
pulley
rope.
system and just like yank people up. Da, 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 da.
I could. I'm
Like-
very strong. And none of
Also,
you make me hit
or we
pounds.
could just like march up the staircase and be like, "Fuck you, do something," and like be at the ready with our weapons.
Yeah, because
and
you have
whatnot.
not gotten super close to the staircase per my reading of how it works.
Stairs are so exhausting.
We
More
we-
exhausted than
Yeah, like climbing up a side of sheer wall.
I
or
don't know.
rope.
We're over here presenting options where we could sneak into this base. And Deadeye, you want to just walk up the fucking stairs?
I mean, yeah, we're bloody fucking heroes, mate. Let's just do it.
Well, okay, so spider climb. Dorks would have 1 hour. Move up and down with hands free, so like Naruto running. Climbing
Yeah.
speed equal to his walking speed.
and your speed
Sick.
is like pretty. Yeah, you can do that. That's easy.
Yeah.
I've got 45.
Yeah.
So- You would hypothetically up to an hour, depending on how long it takes to go up and down that much. You could tie the rope.
he could probably
and
put you guys
then-
on his back and go too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
You
can
could
carry
take a
shit
couple
ton
of
people.
us.
One leg on sitting on his stomach because
Okay,
How does
wait.
it craft
Climbing
the-
speed is equal to what?
Climbing
walking
speed equal to
speed.
walking speed.
Climbing
spider
speed
climb.
is walking speed. It's
Mhm.
330 feet. And
30
your
feet.
walking speed's like 30?
45.
45.
45.
Well, so
45?
90 per second. Yeah, 90 per 6 seconds.
Okay, so Uh, I can't do that math in my head.
Me neither. I'm gay. I don't do math.
Okay, I'll do it. So what
It'll
was
take
it?
you It'll take you 4 turns to go up, and 4 to come back down.
And that's
So
24 seconds.
That's 24 seconds.
How many seconds in an hour?
60 times
Oh, in
60.
an hour? Yes.
In an hour?
I feel
60
like
times 60.
we could fuck the rope, and dorks could spider climb everyone up one by one. There's only a dozen of us.
Yeah.
Okay, in 1 hour we could get 150 people up there.
Are you shitting me? No way. Is that real?
Yeah. That sounds about right. Tim, I want to do that. Tim, I do that.
It's also
Now-
breaking my immersion that you can just sprint up there like Naruto, but that sounds exactly like what it can do.
Well, it's a spell. Spider climb.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay, all right. So we have to get everyone unseen into the alcove where no one can see us, and then we could just get everyone up.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like. This is Nettle's idea, not mine.
Tim is like, what?
So
We T-pose glitch up the wall.
that's
Like
what you
it's-
do. Yeah, you're fucking Skyrim horse walking backwards your way
Yeah.
up.
We like ninja roll against the wall a couple times, and then
No,
it like
I mean-
flips, and then we just backflip up.
I feel like this would work. The thing that I'm nervous about is that it's ice. Does spider climb not give a fuck about certain patches of ice?
Do you
In
have
my
proof?
It
logic,
depends on if my Arctic thing that applies to the group
Uh-huh.
works on ice.
Uh-huh.
But
We could also take a nap because Deadeye's old and tired, and I could give my ring of ice don't give a fuck to dorks,
Uh-huh.
which is the ring of free action. While wearing this ring, difficult terrain doesn't cost you extra movement. In addition, magic can neither reduce your speed nor cause you to be paralyzed or restrained. So we could take a nap because Deadeye's tired. He's sleepy.
He's just a baby.
And then you could attune to the ring of free action. And then if there is ice while you are spider climbing up, it won't matter.
this is like the opposite of that snowman movie where they gave you all the clues. Tim, you gave us all the gear.
Control C, Control X, Control V NPCs around.
So
Okay. No, I love this actually. I was kind of one of the critiques of this Fortress as written, which I have edited, is overcome by this insane plan. It does break my immersion a little bit that you're not going to accidentally slippy, but that's only because you're being pulled by gravity down, and it feels like it would be harder to walk up it. But I feel like
Strong build.
powerful build, rings, all this monk shit. I feel, and with even
A
the
spell.
ability to get 100 people up there, we meet halfway. This feels like not a problem at all.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Why
the-
have a
the-
Veerbog on your party if you can't use big people things?
There's 5 of us and 14 NPCs, so it's 19 people. That's nowhere near 100.
8 black swords, Oya, Trovis, and Sonar. Is that right?
it took.
It took.
I took.
So it's 12. All right.
Yeah.
So 12 and then 5. So that's like nowhere near 100.
That's so true. Okay. All right. So here's the problems I see it. Getting all these people to the base of it, base of the thingy, safely, and without being spotted.
Yeah.
Under cover of
who's-
night.
Didn't you have a
They
stealthy
have
thing?
dark vision, don't they? The Durgar.
I would imagine so because it's under dark people. Yeah.
Yeah, but the tower's 300 feet tall. Dark vision only works for 60 feet.
That is
How low?
true.
How
If
low?
they're
is
looking
the
at us-
lowest?
They could have people
window.
monitoring
150
the bottom.
feet. Like it's halfway up. Like they can't see us for shit.
Let's see. Invisibility.
A lot of
who
assumptions.
has
If
Did
only I could still control the weather, could make like a storm.
I'm
to
just
come-
looking at the
like-
photo. That looked like halfway up the staircase.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
Nettle knows invisibility.
Isn't
me tell ya,
is spider
I-
climb concentration?
Let
It is
me-
well, but you
hold
would
on,
cast invisibility, and then when you get there, she would cast spider climb. So she would break
so
the
some take.
invisibility.
I will say, Brett, you should always defer to the words as opposed to the illustrator, because sometimes, as someone who's done this stuff, sometimes the artist kind of just does whatever they want to do, and they don't necessarily
true.
read your description.
True.
But
Yeah,
that wouldn't.
I would
be
say
able
that
to make
there's
all of us.
enough to make assumptions based off of, based off the art, but the things that your players don't know would, like Pat said, absolutely falls into like, wait, I don't see this, but it's like, you know, they
I
gotta
got
have
it.
a few tricks up their sleeves. All right, let's hear it.
Nettle knows a spell called Pass Without Trace.
Okay.
A veiled shadow and silence radiates from you, masking you and your companions from detection. For the duration, each creature you choose within 30 feet of you, including you, has a +10 bonus to dexterity stealth checks that can't be tracked except by magical means.
Oh, I'm so fucking proud of you. You keep that notebook forever.
Okay,
It's
sick.
weird how she really has good ideas when she just takes the time to write them down.
So, oh, is Jennifer like G-chatting you or something?
Yeah.
That's funny.
Okay. Well, so yeah, so we all huddle together, pass without a trace. Army
so that's
scuttle over.
30
Don't be
feet.
suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
Yep. And that is, I think, a concentration, and that lasts up to 1 hour.
Oh no, that'll have to maintain
Well,
concentration.
so it would. Well, yeah. So we would need to get there within an hour. I need to
God
know
damn,
how
this
many
is a
spell
feature.
slots she
And let me
has.
remind you, Nettle is a warlock. So while she gets her spells back at a short rest, she has not a lot of spell slots.
Yeah, I was gonna look that up. How many? spell
Yeah,
slots
but
does
pass
she
without a
have?
trace is an Earth Genasi.
Yep. So that
feature.
doesn't even count against it, which is
It's
Yeah.
not a
sick.
spell.
No,
It's a
feature.
spell,
Not
but
a
it's
spell
a
slot?
feature.
It's a spell feature. Yeah.
Yeah, it's, one of
Oh.
those
It's a
things
spell for most rules, but it doesn't count against your spell slots.
Got
Yeah.
you.
Tim-
Okay.
Tim's
has-
tone of voice sounds like he's like seconds away from a table flip.
No, I love this actually.
Tim is proud of us that we're using our brains and we're not just.
Yeah.
doing
No,
Tim
it.
is like, oh my
I am
God, they're reading
so
their
happy
character
right now.
sheet.
You're remembering magic items. You're remembering spells. This is this.
You're
You
looking
did
at
not
character
charge
sheet.
in the front and make me be like, now how does not every single person know they're not
No,
here?
we're gonna walk up.
I guess I'm gonna
Approach the
ratchet up the fucking Forge volume. Oh, I need to start this off.
They were listening to Motivation by Normani and did not hear the rumbling of the front door.
The shake of your huge ass. Yes. Okay. Pass without trace. I
clap of
think
my
that
ass similar.
would make that much more solvable. It is. All right. It's so weird that I can't use terms like difficult terrain, but like climbing a mountain is not difficult terrain. That is like something else. Like a briar patch is difficult terrain. Rubble is
Yeah.
difficult terrain. Climbing a mountain, I don't even know what climbing a mountain is, to be honest with you.
Roughing it.
'Cause I don't think you can.
She has 2 spell slots.
It just feels
Yeah.
like
Yeah, warlocks
the,
don't have
the,
lots of spells.
the
Oh, that's
combination
wild.
of magical climb spell and ring of you can do it
Mhm.
and
Mhm.
my group buff of like ice ain't nothing should be enough in combination to overcome.
Yeah.
We're working
And I'm a-
together as a team.
Yeah. And I'm a martial artist, so it's like 100% core strength.
This is
for
one
me.
of those. I mean, I often wish it, but I wish we were all in the same place and we could all like hold hands. I'm like, Tim, we're working together as a team.
Yeah.
We're doing so good. I'm so
We're
proud of us.
collaborating.
Yeah.
Okay. No, I love this. I mean, obviously, it doesn't solve it because a +10 for a whole bunch of is +10 pass without trace?
Yep, +10
yeah.
for every person. Every person gets a +10.
Yeah.
41 months.
Which my stealth is a
Thank you.
+7, so I automatically get a 17.
Yeah. Unless
Yeah.
we're rocking with nat ones. Once up on
Yeah.
flex. Thank you so much, Michael. Unless we
Oh yeah.
rock nat ones are always bad, which I kind of do because it's more fun that way. It just doesn't come up a lot.
So Tim, what's the actual physical challenge from getting from here to there? What are we overcoming?
Okay, so it is less of a good path at the in the middle. We can use the actual picture to kind of sum that up. The good path snakes around, and then you get to the stairs on the left of the fortress. You're currently on the right of the fortress, so you need to go down the valley a little bit, and then basically climb a mountain to the bottom there, and to make like you. It seems from what the information you have, it would be logical that once you got there, then it would be frickin' spider time. But the difficult thing is that in order to not be seen, you have to take a pretty rough mountain climb down. Well, it's like what I mean. Even like fucking, I've been watching a lot of Alone, so even like 50 feet is scary. 30 feet is scary. We all got ankles out there, friends. So
could I throw this one out there?
Let's hear it.
As one more opportunity to avoid any difficulty in this scenario is, could we use the bag of animals and give the animals like a guide rope to take to the other side via scurrying and not traversing in the valley, and then we could have them like loop it around a rock, and then we can all kind of like
while magical, that feels a bit too dexterous for any of them, unless I'm missing something. Like,
which of the animals has the most dexterous hands?
Yeah, if you have like a mountain goat, maybe, but even then.
Well, mountain goats would have thumbs.
We got weasel. I feel like
I was gonna say the dire rat probably has like the fingies enough to like tie stuff.
Yeah,
because rats can like undo puzzles and shit.
Sure. What about possum? Can we get a possum?
6 chances to get a rat.
Possums have like 14 fingers on each hand. That's true.
This feels outside the realm of doability.
Okay. Valley time then.
Valley time then.
Let's do it.
Okay, let me quickly Google.
Also,
mountain.
I would posit that our dear Deadeye, if we have people who are very less stealthy based on gear, to use an invisibility on them.
Sorry, what
to
did you
counteract
say?
It. Like anybody in our party, like any of the black swords, whoever, who have things that would like give them like they're wearing like very clanky armor, whatever, blah blah blah. We could
or like shiny armor.
Yeah, we could invisibility them to negate the disadvantage imposed.
Okay. All right. So climbing is essentially difficult terrain. So getting there is going to take a bit. And you guys are going to have to make some athletics checks. Going down and going up. Many of the things and this is just to get to the base of the citadel, before spider climb happens. Yeah. I'm just gonna Google would spider climb negate ice. Would spider climb negate ice? Can you spider climb on solid ice?
Yeah. That's what the ring was for.
I thought the ring was for that.
Because ice would be considered difficult terrain, would it not?
No.
No?
It's a little different. It's not a trap. It's just it's like a feature, so to speak. Someone says it's impossible to get out of the bath with spider climb. I'm not going to read how that works. But I think
oh my god, that's like that thing where cats can't jump. There was a TikTok war over cats not being able to jump.
Spider climb up the waterfall. That's how they walked up the waterfall.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
that was
true.
all ice.
And that
well,
was ice. Yeah.
you have hoisted me.
How's
That's
that
fine.
card feel, Tim?
I hate it, actually. No. That's good. Hey, I'm just trying to throw some rolls at you as opposed to say you do it. And here I am being punished because one day I didn't do that. No, totally. Okay. So, all right. It sounds like we have the plan, but we just have to go in order. Obviously, you can't bring the wagon.
Right.
And,
Wait,
and
but this is probably as close to the wagon we need to be anyway.
yeah. Because you would probably give up you can't stealth roll a wagon. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
All right. So everyone gets prepped. Do you want to take that hour to give Punchy the ring?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, why not?
All right.
Okay.
So everyone kind of does what they do before battle. Smokes. You see 2 black swords go off in the distance. Alone. Some people share some drinks. A couple are stretching. The motherfucking Trovis tries to make sure everyone gets some of his special brew, which is just aged red wine that's been open for too long.
Vinegar.
Yeah,
He's
it's
just
pretty
giving us
bad.
vinegar.
It's more or less what they gave Jesus on the cross.
Hell
Oya
yeah.
Minartok is kind of just like staring, and she says, "We've lost a few Goliath recently in blizzards. Could be they're here, could be they're not. I'm hoping, but looking at this motherfucker doesn't seem like I should get much hope up."
Boy, this place could fit a bunch of Goliaths, though.
But would the Duergar keep him alive or work him to death or...
Brew.
I hope not. Because I don't want to fight some like zombified Goliath.
Oh, that's your concern?
I mean, it was.
But just because you're so strong and powerful.
No, my concern is like that's a
and-
horrific fate, and I would not want them to have to like.
Oh, it
Yeah.
felt
To
very
go
like you
through that.
were focusing the issue. Oh, no, the text message. What's up?
No, I wasn't doing that. No,
Now the
Hi,
guy's
sorry.
getting
Mr.
pushy.
Mohammed, are you my daughter Anna's new teacher? Yes.
I also nudged Dorks and I'm like, you see that? I pivoted. That's called a pivot.
Oh yeah.
You nailed it. You don't
Sure.
have to roll for that. You did so good. You're learning. Okay.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to do over this hour?
No.
I'm psyched. I'm ready.
Let's do this.
Shouldn't have ripped this off.
It was worth it.
Okay, everyone. The night gets more night. People are pumped up. You see the Black Swords kind of putting some of the stuff they don't think they'll need for the actual assault.
Oh, should we all get like tattoos? All of us get them.
Right
Like
now,
right now?
we don't have.
Yeah, like matching tattoos.
I feel
Well,
like
yeah,
that
but
was.
Sticking folks.
After, that's going to get infected if we go up in there with new tattoos.
Let's do it.
Oh.
Oh, now we know it's a bad
Travis
idea.
screams. The TM's like letting you know this is not a good idea, NPC. They strap their various armors down. Nettle casts cast without a trace. I get to click stealth 36 times.
Did anybody? Because you can cast invisibility on one person. Did I?
Yeah.
Should we cast it on like a Trovis or like if we line up? Our
You look
NPCs,
ahead and you didn't even hear. Trovis double critted when I rolled for him. I mean,
Okay.
normally I would say you're not allowed to do things until afterwards, but the fact that he double critted, I just had to share that with you. Unsure how that happened.
Well, wig.
He's
that
drunken
works.
master.
Yeah, man.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He doesn't even notice. He's like, whoa, whoa. He walks all the way to the top. He don't give a fuck.
You know, with that, he's like at the top already. Like, I.
Where are you?
Like-
You just see a Durgar go, ah! Wilhelm scream all the way down. Yeah, are you gonna try to whatchamahoots?
I mean, do we need it?
Yeah. Do any of the black swords look like they would be? I imagine they were a bit more naturally silent, but do any of them look like they need the help, or they want a little help? They feel nervous.
Did they put on their white cloaks for this, or are they still
Not
in
white
all
cloaks.
black gothic garb? Are they gonna
Um,
stand out?
Yeah, I don't know what kind of armor or whatever they're wearing.
Yeah,
so
I
don't
mean,
know if they're...
don't pay attention to the token. They're just kind of
Yeah, I didn't even look at
guys.
that.
Various cold. Everyone's vaguely brown all the time because of wearing furs, unless they're like rich. Then they can add some splashes of colors, but these guys don't really. But also, some of them don't even wear that much cold weather gear, so some of their leathers and things like that pops out. Yeah, no, they have most of them have leather armor.
Okay.
And what the fuck? Oh. And Briner has splint armor. And it does not say that, but he would be bad or at
Okay.
disadvantage. But wow. Yeah, no one really sticks out of it.
Sick.
Like the way that I'm hearing the situation.
My
I guess maybe Sonar. I doubt mummies have good ass decks.
Yeah,
For
we
those of you
sneak
who know, they're all
we sneak a whole group of fucking commoners up there, and then one Duergar is just like, "Fuck, is that a mummy?"
Right.
just
It looks like either Brenner, the leader of the Black Swords, or Sonar might be good, unless any of you have any anti-stealth armors on, but none of the NPCs
I have
do.
anti-stealth armor.
Okay, so maybe you.
I mean, my stealth is a +7, but I do have disadvantage on stealth.
But you also have pass without a trace, so you're guaranteed 17 plus whatever the dice roll is.
Yeah, and
Okay.
if I get a natural 1, I think I'm allowed to re-roll.
You can
because I'm
re-roll
lucky.
it.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, the halflings, yeah.
Oh, I'm
Ooh.
TMing. I'm making an item anti-stealth armor. It's like covered in bells, but they'll have something cool. Also, it'll have some like pro feature that makes up for it.
All right.
No, you slap it on a bad guy.
One.
Done.
2.
Are we
TM.
supposed to be seeing something in the in
four,
roll
5,
20?
6.
Yeah, what is this
I just see a big
unreadable
map.
font in
Huh?
the chat?
What are you talking about?
Oh, all
No.
the stuff that I think this might be my color scheme. I can't read any of the stuff that's in chat.
Oh, Tim is
And
rolling
the
stealth
Roll20
checks.
twit? Yeah, he's
Oh,
just
okay.
rolling stealth checks for everyone.
Yeah, no, because I don't even know where to put you guys on the map for a while.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
on my
Tim just
map
rolled
that I
stealth
haven't
checks.
moved the players to, which Roll20 can see, or what the stream can see, but you cannot and are not allowed to look at. All y'all are just like shoved to the side. You're dangling in the air above the ravine. Then I'll move you once you get somewhere safe. Okay. Here's the rolls. Trovis, 31. Oya, 28. Brenner, 27. One of the the lowest roll, we have a 13 and a 14 on the 2 of the cultists. And let me roll for Sonar. Oops. Okay, 34. So 2 of the cultists. Man, motherfucker, am I really gonna have to do this? Why did I say yes to this? One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2 of the cultists take 10 points of damage as they slip.
Uh-oh.
And like, oh, sorry, gang. Oh wait, this is a stealth check. Sorry. Yeah. Let me. I guess roll perception for someone you can't see. Idiot.
They have to roll a disadvantage because it's dark.
It's more of a sound thing.
Fuck.
Okay, cool. Something happened, or did it? The camera or the loading screen hitches the way it does in Civ 6 when it's rolling the rest of the Empire's turn. Cool. Yep, 2 of the cultists make somewhat of a loud noise, even with Pass Without a Trace. All of you are at the foot of that middle area. Wind clanging. There's almost a heat to the walls. There's no ice against this area of the bottom of. I need to. Also, everyone make athletics checks. That's what I needed. That's what I was trying to do.
Oh, athletics
Was
check's
it-
easy.
Was it fucking horror that made the noise?
Yeah, I'd say so. Why not, right? We all love
That's-
war.
22 athletics.
Okay.
11.
Athletics?
Yeah.
15.
I got a 15. What's man? Nettle's athletics suck. She got a 16. Okay, that's
Cool.
not bad.
3 of the cult fanatics take 10 points of damage as they slip and make an ouchie. And I'm loving it. And what does my good friend? Oh, dirty 20. Let's go. And you. Gee, oh, wow. How'd you roll so bad? Oya takes 10 damage, even though she has a +8.
Damn.
She has
This is
Stop
why
putting this up on
passive
purpose.
athletics is good.
And Trovis. Okay, cool. Okay, so 4 people take 10 damage doing a slip, but you guys are all there. No one dies. And if anyone would have died of that 10 damage, you saved them.
Yay.
So now you're at the very base of the fortress.
Huzzah!
Gertz.
The plan worked.
You yell that?
Mission accomplished.
Okay.
Step 1.
I get into track running position.
Okay.
Ready for the spider climb.
All right. I assume Nettle just cast Spider Climb on you.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess the
What's up, One
like,
Flex? Thank you, D. Martin G.
whatever's
yeah.
hiding us kind of goes away at that point, though.
I mean, but we're all at the bottom now, so we're good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fleximus Maximus.
We did it.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, you have Spider Climb cast on you, and you have your
Mhm.
ring. And all right, what happens?
Well, you got to figure out who we're gonna take first. I guess we should have done that.
I'll take Tash and Took first.
Okay.
Okay.
Just weird. What's at the top, by the way?
You have
We're
no
about to
find
idea.
Like 30 Durgar just standing there at the top.
Pissing.
Like-
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're running up it like a freaking mobile game. You have to go left, you have to go right to dodge the Duragar piss, and things like that. Give me a stealth check, Dork Salim, and give me an athletics or acrobatics, your choice.
Okay. Stealth check is 16, and then my acrobatics check is a 27.
Sicko mode. All right. You carry Took sitting on your belly, and Hash is strapped to your back. You sprint up there, and you get to the top. Now, this is where things get a little more interesting. The top kind of sucks. There's just decades, so to speak, of frozen ice up there. You quickly get to the top, and you realize there's not a lot of space. You do see the doors, these 2 doors clear. They're 2 giant iron doors. There's like a small lip beneath them, but not really a lip to put people. And it looks like someone might be able to get like a crowbar in there, but it's gonna be tough to do so. And at the top, you guys are probably gonna have to uh, like mountain climb, stick yourself in with ropes and shit like that.
I brought the perfect strong person.
So we're like at the top. We just got like Python.
Yeah,
Python in
or
ourselves.
with you standing there as a ledge, Tash could stand on your belly too, or your shins, and try to open it if you have anything to do it. But, yeah.
I think what
I
I
have a
would
crowbar.
yeah,
You have
I
crowbar?
think what I would
Yeah.
like to do is get Tash positioned and set up, and then I go back down to grab more people while Tash works on door.
Okay.
Is there any way to see or hear what could be past the door, or is it just
You
is
just
it
hear,
cracked open enough that we?
yeah,
can't-
you just hear loud gongings, and occasionally, maybe now that you're closer, a roar. But these are pretty well shut.
You really glossed over that one word there. You said a roar.
Did
Tim? Can you hear from outside?
Did I do that?
A
Hmm.
roar.
And now that you're actually looking at them, they appear to be ice.
The doors,
Yep.
but I can't. Okay.
So ice doors, but we can crowbar them open.
Yeah, because
Gotta
they have
get Deadeye
hinged
up here to
iron clamps.
Melt the ice with his blowtorch or whatever.
But so I can hold up here while Dorks goes and grabs someone else.
Yeah,
It would
right?
be horrifying.
Okay.
We're talking like 4 inches, maybe,
Oh, okay.
maybe of
well-
space of a frozen ice door. I honestly don't know what the difficulty check for you would be. I'm thinking mid-20s, unless you're strapped in, like with ropes and shit like that. And even then,
Yeah, that's what I'm
you should
saying.
Not die.
Yeah, but
You could python yourself in, and then
well,
You
but
also
so-
see, as you get up here, you could probably lower yourself down and squeeze through one of the arrow slits to see if maybe there's a way to open these from the inside. Because you are the smallest, you definitely see that there are no arrow slits, idiots, facing in the middle there, but there's several facing out. So you're on top. There's not like a landing platform, right? It's just like ages and ages of snow and
Yeah.
ice and shit like that.
can would we have been able to see in and see if anybody's in a room?
Not the
where
way you went.
the
You would
arrow-
have to either have dorks
Mm.
do it, or have you lower yourself down while dorks is gone. You could probably, with your size and stuff like that, there's probably enough space just for you and Took safely, and then there's probably like enough space for another person like over there, and then maybe one person there, but
Okay.
not together. And it's gonna get like, thank God it's so hard to see up here, because this would be horrific, even if you aren't afraid of the heights.
Well, so it's kind of loud up here with the gonging and the roaring of a suspicious thing that's making me want to poop my pants.
And yeah, you hear a lot of like metal on metal, like clanking, a different type.
So I mean, if we crowbar the door open, I don't know if anybody's actually gonna hear it unless they're kind of right there, because there's a lot of other stuff going on.
yeah.
What
So
do
if
you
you-
think?
If you strap into the wall and then work on the door,
Mm-hmm.
that would be ideal.
Okay. So you strap me in.
So that you're in position to start
Mhm.
crowbarring the door open so that we can
Yeah.
have space.
It seems fair. Let's do that.
Okay.
Okay.
The doors are 30 feet wide.
I only got to be open a little bit.
Yeah. But I'm also wondering, like, how would you crowbar open, like, a castle gate? I guess it's possible.
Tash is strong.
Tash is strong.
And you
He's
did
strong.
make the mistake of saying, "Oh yeah, you could crowbar this thing open if you try hard."
I said that, but I said that in the way DMs say, you could try it.
Yeah. Because every time you would like say, you're like, yeah, it sounds like we could do it. It's just going to be like, we got to strap you in. We got to have a crowbar. We got to have, and then
You've eliminated so many ways to die from this and you being spot. I'm like so proud of all of you. And it makes it a lot easier for me and I like it. But judging by how hard it is to open another door in this thing, good luck.
Could I try the crowbar before Dorks goes down?
Sure.
yeah.
Yeah. That way, if that is just very obviously not working, then we'll go the other method and sneak in through the little
Okay.
hole.
Critical hit,
So,
go.
Yeah. Athletics?
Yes.
Okay. 22.
22. Okay. You get your crowbar in enough, and it you think with enough time, you could open this. It does not open, but you think with enough time, even you could lift this gigantic thing. A little bit of ice pops off, but you're able to get the crowbar in there, and it doesn't really move, but it gives you enough to like make you think that you're not wasting your time. But it does feel like it's gonna be an MFer.
Okay.
When you say enough time, is that going to be like an hour? Is that like a few like turns?
It depends.
Not sure.
It depends. Not
Okay.
sure. Not
I
sure.
have a plan.
What's up?
If you tell me that it's good, I will have a plan and I will be back.
Okay, I think I can get it. It's just gonna be a little bit.
Sick. I like vanish in
Stra-
speed to run back
But
down.
you strap me to the wall first.
Yes. Yeah.
I am
yeah.
strapped, so it's took.
Okay, so you
You're
go to the
fully-
top and some capons or whatever.
Yeah.
Rope. And also, the good thing about your crowbar getting such a good roll in there is that is a point of security there.
Mhm.
True.
I don't. Yeah. Okay. Sorry. I should stop. Yeah. What do you do?
I
Tim,
run
tell
all the
us
way.
more about it.
Yeah, Tim, leak more. No, I run all the way down to the bottom. I look around for my good friend Deadeye. And then I reach out, give him a good kiss on the forehead, pick him up, and then tear up the wall again.
Okay. We are
Okay.
at 48 of our 10,000 seconds or something like that. Well, actually, you probably were up there for like 5 minutes or something insane like that. But or like,
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
So I get up to the top. Done.
Yep.
Okay. I bring Deadeye over to the door so that Deadeye can apply whatever weird grease to hinges or assist in heating to lubricate to help squelch the door open even further.
Deadeye, give me a perception check.
That is a 19 plus 3, 22.
That's a great roll. Yeah. There are giant hinges that are about 10 feet up, give or take. And yeah, you think that you can kind of get in the apparatus there. And you also think that maybe if you break this motherfucker, it might fall.
Like down, clang, 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 clang. Like, so we don't want to break it. Okay.
Or do you?
But what if would oil like if I oil the no.
Deadeye can
The joint?
spot a shoddy weld from a distance of 20 goats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you did say that they were metal.
Ice door, metal hinges.
Yeah.
Ice
Yeah.
door metal. Oh, it'll break. Like it'll shatter?
No, if you break it, it will fall.
Onto the people down below, killing everybody we brought
It
with.
could fall.
Okay.
Yeah, if you break
It
it,
is a
it could fall.
quote unquote just like Brett said, a possible point of failure, not a obvious
Right.
trap, right? It is not a rope in a warehouse holding crates that you can shoot an arrow at. But it's not that.
Okay. Is Deadeye secured up here?
You tell
Think about it.
Are you? Are you secured up here, Deadeye?
Sure. Yeah, I got.
Okay.
Okay,
I'm
do you
gonna
put
dive
grease
back up
on
the
the
Now, I'm debating if I'm grease or heat. So you must have run back down.
Heat seems like a bad choice.
Okay,
Just
won't do
because,
that.
you know,
No.
when you shock, you like, okay, when I like am cooking something on a pan and then I take
What?
the pan out of the oven and it warps, then it gets colder and then it like pops back into like, because I have really shitty old pans that are shitty.
Yeah.
I feel like that's gonna happen to the metal is you're gonna heat it up and it's gonna like freak out because of the temperature change.
Yeah.
And
Do you want to
but
give another athletics check
WD-40 for sure.
with Dork's the limb here?
Me? Yeah. Where's my good
And do you want to
dice?
put
I mean,
grease
can
on
I
it?
can I put? Yeah, can I grease like I use on my gears and machinery? With a little grease on like the hinges or something.
Definitely. Yeah, you have
Yeah.
several tools. All right. Give me another roll with advantage this time.
Me advantage?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
I'm
mean,
so smart. I collected the
baby.
right people.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good that it was advantage. 25.
25. Okay. It starts to move. You finally get some of the ice to break off from each other, and you think that you're doing it. Does not open, but
I mean,
you think if you
Mine
keep doing
needs to
this,
just be,
you
like, little.
you now know this plan can work as opposed to your crowbar snapping in half.
if anything, as far as tools, I can literally, okay, on this list of 17 different types of tools, I can have them. Like it's called right tool for the job.
Yeah.
Because I can
Hell yeah.
magically create one set of non-magical artisans tools. They use until I'm done with them, and have them
That is
active. So
capital
I can-
T tools, not lowercase t tools.
Oh,
Yeah.
but I'm saying anything that would help us in a leather worker, masons, woodcarver, weavers,
Yeah.
smiths.
If you wanted to
tools.
try to take the hinges off their things, you could try that.
I'd do that.
But this is like we're talking tool as in crowbar, battering ram, hammer,
Muscle.
muscle, a tool tattoo that makes you do better.
We're doing pretty okay right
I think
now.
so.
It's just
Yeah.
taking time.
I'll go grab another person.
Deadeye's strapped in.
Yeah, because you're probably through 10 minutes now because the first people are kind of harder, and you don't want to drop them. You're not just flash. Just if you had more space, you could just bring everybody up. But in order
Yeah.
to get some of these things safely done, and especially since the hinges are above, and I should say too, it is slightly tilted. It's not quite a fun angle, but it is a little bit tilted so that when you're tied in, you just like lean forward as opposed to just being like dangling there.
Okay.
Sick.
Cool.
Okay, I'm gonna zoom down. Am I good? Do I need to roll anything?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay, cool. I look around and I find our dragonborn friend.
Trovis.
Yeah. I pick him up, spin him around a little bit.
Oh wow, you're strong.
Yeah, are you ready?
Yep.
Cool.
I thought.
All right, hold
I feel like you've solved the athletic part of this, but give me another stealth check.
Oop, shit. Oh. Math. 19.
Oh, great. Okay.
Yes, 19.
Cool.
Yeah, I hold him in my arms very gently, and haul ass up the thing.
Okay. Yeah, in the couple seconds, you two have just been chilling up there. It's very scary. And Trovis is now up top.
Whoosh. I bring him over to help assist with manpower to pull door.
Okay, cool.
Travis
Yeah,
is strong, right?
he is strong.
Yeah.
All right, Tash, give me another with advantage athletics check.
Okay, you are fired. You. I really should probably color this dice in. That's a 10. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Okay. It with a sort of loud groan, you see darkness through it as opposed to light. Maybe far down, and you get a kind of a waft of heat that hits you. But it's now, like a finger bone bit open, so you're able to maybe get some more help or who knows what. But that is what happens.
Can Trovis use an action to open door?
I'm saying he's helping, and his help is lowering
His advantage? Easy.
lowering the DC behind
Boom,
the scenes.
even
You're not
better.
getting double advantage. You're just
Perfect.
I don't have
See,
to
the-
tell you what happens, but
The
if you
fun
did-
thing with me being so short is that you can stack on top of me and have me with the crowbar and then somebody else with another crowbar right above
Yes.
my head, and it won't interfere because I'm only 2'11".
Yes,
This
yes,
is true.
So 15 minutes have gone by because this is the difficult part, and there's some groaning as the doors are wrenched open.
We've just stood a private moment.
Ugh. Ugh. No, it's a loud shriek. Play it, I said. Goddamn you! I haven't had music going for like an hour.
Oh shit! Yeah, mine also shut off. I'm gonna grab another person.
Okay.
Down I go, and back up I come with Nettle. I feel like Nettle is going to be more like amusement park ride carry,
Mhm.
like either Surfing USA
Okay.
or like
Standing on
hands up
top
out
of you,
the ride, like,
T-posing.
yeah, very that.
Yeah. Okay. Susie, can you give me a acrobatics check for Nettle?
For Nettle?
Mhm.
What's her acrobatics? Oh, okay, honey. I need to work on this a little bit. Oh, thank God, this dice. 17. I got these from Die Hard. They look like a watermelon, and they've been the best dice I've ever had.
Hell yeah, those look
Hell yeah.
delicious. All right, you get up there, and you're running out of easy places to put people. Some of these folks, like after Deadeye put the grease on, he was able to like be on one of the perches up there with the ropes, and yeah, this is probably the last safe person that you can deposit.
Nettle is there for the eyes to see into the darkness.
Oh, that's so smart.
Let me tell you something. I know how to pick them.
Nettle thinks she sees something moving, but is not quite sure what it is, and every now and again she gets flashes of light. How about Tash? Give me one final roll with advantage, please.
Yes.
Well, I shouldn't say one final roll. You could whiff it, but we got to end, so I'm hoping you don't.
Okay. 19.
Okay, nothing happens. Sorry. Another 5 minutes go by. It's been, 25 minutes?
Oh, shit.
Because you
About
need
that,
help.
yeah.
All right. Then do you want to stay up here, Dorkslim, and help out again? Or I would prefer that so that we can end.
I was about to say, if there's not another safe spot for me to put anybody, then yeah, I gotta wait until
Okay.
we can open
Yeah, do
this.
it again.
and we're-
Oh, there we go. 26.
26. Yep. Goes enough. You think even Oya can squeeze her way through. Nettle
Hell
lets you
yeah.
know that... What the fuck? She says that it's a long drop, but there seems to be a gate that that maybe you could also open up about 20 feet down, give or take. And then
So
she also
it's
says
just-
she sees something moving that almost looks like a platform coming towards you. He's like, oh, or maybe there's an elevator.
Oh.
Yep. And that's where we're going to end it as you open it and you kind of look at each other, and Nettle maybe sees an elevator or maybe not. Who's to say? Thank you so much. Sorry for going a little bit late. Brett, do you want to give your pluggables so you can scooch?
Yes. Yeah, you can find me on Twitter at Brett Eagles, and there's links in my bio to music that I sell on the internet, and also a link to the podcast. Me and Pat do that we'll probably have an episode out soonish. Let's Rewatch, where we watch old movies that we loved in our youth and find out if they're still any good. And a lot of the times they are. But yeah, that's me.
Cool.
Twitter, either.
Do you pick someone out? Want someone to flex?
Oh yeah, right. I got it. I forgot we were doing a thing where we pick people. Josh.
Hello, it's me. You can find me all across the internet at Josketh. That's at Josketh. I'm on TikTok trying to encourage Pat to be on the Thirst Trap trends. I'm on Naruto Reviewto with Tim, where we watch episodes of Naruto and Reviewto them. I'm here, where I play a Fireball healer monk that can run people up and down buildings. I'm on Instagram if you like pictures of dude butts. And I'm on Twitter acting a corn-ass fool. So follow me everywhere. Susie.
Shit. Sorry, I was trying to find Jennifer's Twitter handle because I'm pretty sure I know what it is, but
It's
I don't
the
want to.
Pat Edwards.
Yes. Mittens. You can find, I'm Susie. You can find me at Susie_Chucky on most things. Every Wednesday, I release an episode of another podcast called Uncommon Adventurers Podcast at UAPcast on Twitter. And we're really into the shit. If you want to hear us get possessed by 10 different ghosts and me do a really bad Scandinavian accent, please listen to the podcast. Pat.
Hey, I'm at the Pat Edwards everywhere. Website, thepatedwards.com. Listen to Let's Rewatch. Buy my books.
Sick.
Do it.
Red Opera. I'm gonna be selling that at GeeklyCon. Coming to GeeklyCon.
Hell yeah.
I'm
GeeklyCon,
gonna
get your tickets.
I'll have, and goodies. I have little other stuff too, like sick ass like prints and posters. And
I
stuff.
want it.
Hell yeah.
All right, yes, and
Tim, what do you do?
me? Okay. Yeah, I'm at Tim Lanning on Twitter, and you can follow me to know when I stream and when new episodes of things are out. Pat, Jane, and I just started back up Bounty Buddies because the Obi-Wan Kenobi show is out now.
Yeah.
So go to Google Bounty Buddies podcast or go on your podcast app of choice. Check out Bounty Buddies. It's us. Listen to it. We love it. Jennifer, my wife, also just me and her just started a Left Behind podcast called Tribulation Farce. Check that out. That is a whole lot of fun because Tribulation Farce is so intense. And
That's great.
Yeah. So let's tune in next week when you'll see and enter into the dark heat of the freaking tunnel that you've just opened up into the frickin' innards of the fortress. Are you able to make your way down and without being seen, and where you go from there? All right.
We're gonna Puku that fortress.
So true. Yes, Trib Farce is bi-weekly. New episode every other Sunday, and yada yada yada. All right, see you next week. Bye.
Bye.